Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. It's David Hodge. Welcome. Today's topic is Abomination, False Israel. Brothers and sisters, False Israel is an abomination. You can see it in their actions and what they're doing, brothers and sisters. Killing women and children, blowing up women and children, destroying the Palestinians. They are an abomination. They're causing hatred. They're not who they claim to be. They're offensive because they're not supposed to be where they are. They're not really God's chosen people. They're Satan. That's what the scriptures tell you. They're Satan. They're abomination. I mean, they're not supposed to be where they are. They're not supposed to be over there. They're not who they claim to be. Said Satan. It said, right? Satan would masquerade as an angel of light, but he was what? Satan. He was not good. Not good at all. Not righteous. Not good. Not this. Not that. Claimed to be righteous, but he was the son of the what? Son of a devil. His father was a devil. He wasn't angels. He was an angel. And it clearly tells you that in Revelation chapters 2 and 3. Verse 9, both chapters tells you about it. It says, synagogue of Satan, of the ones saying themselves Jews to be. And not they are, but what? They're lying. And it says the lie, the blasphemy are the ones saying what? Jews to be themselves, and not they are, but Satan. Who the one who has synagogues? False Israel. Synagogues what? Satan. They're the ones claiming to be Jews. Satan. They're not good. Not one of them. Look at their actions. Look at what they're doing. And they're being exposed for who they truly are, brothers and sisters. They're being exposed for their actions. So they can say what they want. What's taking place right now in the Middle East speaks volumes, brothers and sisters. So this is magnifying who they are. This is showing exactly who false Israel is. And they are doing the abomination of desolation. They are an abomination who are causing desolation. On the people in Gaza, destroying them, keeping them from rising up, being put down. Abominable. The uprising of Hamas, the Palestinians, is being suppressed, being held down by false Israel with abominable cruelty. This act of cruelty, this abominable act of cruelty and destruction, is causing moral revulsion and causing the hatred towards false Israel to skyrocket, causing the increase of anti-Semitism towards false Israel. And what you're witnessing is them setting up their own grave. False Israel is setting up their own destruction. And everything you're witnessing will soon backfire on them, brothers and sisters. Everything that they're doing, they will inherit what they're doing. Killing women and children, blowing up women and children, starving and dehydrating women and children, preventing them from aid, bombing and blowing up their homes, schools, hospitals, worshiping centers, infrastructures. The list goes on, brothers and sisters. And they're supposed to be God's chosen people, holy and pure. But that's not what their actions show. They are committing the act of genocide, the works of Satan, assassinating and destroying the Palestinians, which America, Britain, the House of Assad, all these parties are guilty in supporting and aiding in this destruction, this act of great cruelty, the killing of more than 40,000 people, close to 100,000 wounded. %60 of their housing destroyed. Constant exchange of fire and explosions. Constant interruption of their daily lives. Schools. Going to school. The kids can't go to school. They can't go to the stores. They can't, because everything's being blown up. They can't do anything. So this conflict has devastated the population of Gaza. And more than 3/4 of the population has been displaced, shifted multiple times. And the entire population is in need of aid, assistance. So this conflict has caused the need of aid to skyrocket as well. Suffering. They're suffering. 2 million Palestinians are suffering. Half of them children who are now without clean water, food, and vital medical services. And the area is very restricted due to this act of cruelty. So aid is difficult. It's hard to get into and around Gaza which is causing desperate shortages of fuel and food, medicine, equipment, and aid workers. See? So a large part of the population has been cut off from aid entirely. Overall, Gaza is not getting the aid they need. It's in security, insecurity, which is being caused by this event, which also makes it difficult for the workers who are trying to aid to safely get to and from to affected populations, which makes it very difficult to assist and aid those in need. The danger has even reached the workers. Workers are being killed. Close to 300 have been killed. This abomination, the abominable, cruel destruction of the Palestinians, is proving that false Israel is Satan, monsters, pretending to be angels, which the world can clearly see. Actions speak louder than words. Know a tree by the fruit it bears. Know them by their works. Know them by their works. And this is the works of Satan, not angels, of God. False Israel is an abomination that is causing desolation and destruction. False Israel are showing their true colors, and it's shining really bright. Synagogue of Satan, pure devils, wicked, sick individuals whose destruction is near. No one gets away with judgment. No one gets away with consequence. It's the most fundamental principle of the universe. Consequence. Which no one, brothers and sisters, is exempt from it. And it never misses its target.
We can see this truth for what it is. Those who murdered 41,000 people cannot rest until those who gave the orders, pulled the trigger, and dropped the bombs are held accountable for their crimes. We will not heave a sigh of relief. Our conscience will not go silent. The bill for the billions of dollars of damage caused in the cities that have been destroyed, wrecked, and reduced to rubble must and will be compensated by the perpetrators. We support the case brought by the Republic of South Africa at the International Court of Justice to ensure that Israel's crimes do not go unpunished. We will take every step necessary for justice to be served in the case for which we have applied as an intervener or as a party.
This is a clear sign, brothers and sisters. And false Israel will not get away with what they are doing. They are making their own bed. This is the abomination of desolation. And it says, therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation, which was spoken of through Daniel the prophet, the messenger of the covenant, Suleiman, standing in the holy place, Jerusalem. Said, let the reader understand that all hell is about to break loose. That false Israel is about to be destroyed. He said they'll inherit what they say and they do. And it says when you see this, flee. When you see the abomination that's causing desolation standing in the place that it ought not should be, so it will be removed. That's an abomination. They're not supposed to be there. And it says when you see Jerusalem, what's the capital of Jerusalem? What's the capital of, right? What's the capital of Jerusalem? Right? I mean, Jerusalem is the capital of what? False Israel. So when you see false Israel surrounded by armies, know that the destruction is near. When you see the abomination of desolation, it says flee. When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, flee. Telling you, brothers and sisters, that your life is in danger. Because you have to remember, the reason why they established false Israel is to counter your claim as being the true seed of Abraham. So once they're exposed as Satan, they're coming for you. You're going to be a national security threat. The alert is going to be worldwide to kill you, take you out of existence, because you're the evidence of their crime. And once false Israel is exposed, they're exposed for being monsters as well, hideous monsters who tormented and tortured God people 400 plus years, and now they're instantly faced with judgment, and you are the cause of it. So you're the evidence of their crime, which they have to get rid of. So now they're coming to attack us, brothers and sisters. And it says, when you see this, flee. Flee, flee, flee. Telling you to get away from these devils. Get away from there. Get out of the communities. Get out of the neighborhoods. Get away from them, because they're going to kill you before false Israel goes down. Because they can't allow false Israel to go down first, because then you'll rise up, which is their destruction, which they can't allow. So get away from them, brothers and sisters. Get into the inner cities. Get where your brothers and sisters are. To say you hesitate, you lose your life. Say don't go back to get your baby. That's intense. That's a state of panic, urgency. That's how serious it is. You can't even go back to get your baby. Think about that. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, flee. When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, flee. When you see them about to be destroyed, it says flee, or you lose your life. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, I'm going to bring this to a close. Thank you for listening to me. Assalamu alaikum.